Should you buy a boat? One industry that has prospered somewhat surprisingly during the pandemic is boating. Should you jump in? I recently wrote an article for Retirement Daily to address this, and here are the basics. I spoke with a few boat brokers last June when I was selling my boat who said that they anticipated running out of inventory for the first time ever. They also told me that half the boats they were selling were going to first-time boat owners who really didn't know what they were getting into. By the way, if you're buying a boat, you should be asking questions about engine hours or maybe the condition of the hull, not does the slip come with the boat. These same brokers anticipate a fire sale once the pandemic is over, as these new COVID captains realize how much it costs to actually own a boat. Is it worth it? Let's look at some of the costs. First, you need to find yourself a boat. You can identify a boat for pretty much any amount. So let's say your purchase price for this example is $25,000. If your boat is used, you'll also want a professional to survey the boat. Fees vary depending on the boat, so I'll estimate $500. We'll also include $200 for closing costs. Now the boat is yours. Here are some other fees you should anticipate. Registration. This varies by state, and if you're on the ocean, you have the option to document your vessel with the Coast Guard. For me, it was $495 for the initial documentation and then $26 per year thereafter. Insurance, because you want to protect yourself and others while boating. Accidents happen. And most marinas will require proof of insurance before they lease you a slip. Add in about $300. Then there's the marina slip. If you tow your boat around on a trailer all summer, you can skip this one. But otherwise, marinas tend to charge you by the foot for dock space. We'll remain on the low end here and say $1,000 for the season. Fuel to power your boat. The current price for marine grade gasoline, which contains less ethanol and is better for the engines, is approximately $3 a gallon and seems to be going up. Diesel may be a bit less expensive. Depending on your boat, this item could be considerable, depending on your boat and how many engines you have. Winterizing. If you live in a climate like New England, where I live, where your boat must live on dry land for part of the year, you want to winterize your boat's engine or engines and any water lines. Usually includes an oil change too. If you're storing your boat outdoors, you'll probably want to shrink wrap it. The total for both, somewhere between $500 and $1,000 for a small to average size boat. And then note, if you live in a year-round boating environment, you should plan to have your boat hauled at least annually so you can inspect the bottom. And if it's an ocean boat, to repaint it as well. Winter storage. If you're lucky, you'll be able to store your boat at the same marina that you lease from during the summer months. Again, if you own a boat trailer, you can forget this part, but winter storage can cost $500 to $1,000 per year. And then there's the spring commissioning to get ready for next season. You want to have a mechanic start the engines out of the water, make sure everything runs properly. If you have an ocean vessel, plan to paint the boat's bottom annually. And it's a good idea to detail, wash, and wax your boat yearly. If you skip this, the sun and the salt water will wear down your finish rather quickly. A tune-up, about $150, assuming you're doing the detailing yourself. What else? I've had to repair fiberglass and replace engines unexpectedly. You'll also experience normal wear and tear on hoses, pumps, and even dock lines. Look, this is a general overview, and I haven't captured everything. It's easy to run up annual expenses of anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 to keep your boat humming. Of course, the bigger your boat and the more engines you have, the higher your expenses will be. I kept a detailed expense sheet for a boat that I owned from 2016 to 2020. My return on investments, about negative 32% per year. So, is boat ownership worth it? Scroll down and read the whole article.
Oh, Captain!